What's up, Scampers? It's time to sanitize the freshwater system in my trailer, and I'm going to do this without using bleach. I took a poll on my socials on what topic I should cover next, and this one was voted for overwhelmingly. So if you don't already follow me, you can follow me here and here. A really common way to sanitize an RV freshwater system is to use bleach, but I'm not going to be using any bleach products because I have a sensitivity to bleach, so I can't use it. But there are a host of other benefits that most people don't really know about. Bleach can be really corrosive to pipes, fittings, tanks, and fixtures, so if used often enough, it can actually lead to leaks in your plumbing system. Bleach can leave a residue behind in the tanks, which can build up over time with lots of use, and that can really affect the quality of the fresh water held in the tank. So it actually does pose a health risk when using it to sanitize your freshwater system. Additionally, bleach has an environmental impact when it enters the environment through the wastewater. So for me, using a bleach-free alternative is a no-brainer. So instead of bleach, I'm going to use this bleach-free alternative from Go Blue Technologies, and you can find a link to this product in my video description. Very first step in this process is to make sure that your freshwater tank is completely empty. There's a low point drain on your trailer somewhere. For me, it's just behind the passenger side tire. And if you turn that to 9 o'clock, it'll open and drain anything that's left in the tank. Putting it back at 6 o'clock like it is here means that it's shut and anything you put in the tank won't drain right out. Normally, the next step in this process would be to bypass the water heater because bleach is highly corrosive to the sensitive copper heat exchangers you find in most RV water heaters. However, mine is tankless and there is not a bypass system built in. So that's another reason I'm using this bleach-free alternative, because it is EPA approved and NSF certified, specifically designed to be safe for the entire RV system. They do recommend bypassing your water heater when you can, but since I don't have a bypass system in mine, I can't, but it's still safe to use in my water heater. If you do have a water heater with a tank, this is an excellent time to check your anode rod and see if it needs replacing. And I'll show you where to find your water heater and check to make sure if you have a bypass system for your water heater or not. I actually need to head inside my trailer and look underneath the bench, which is underneath this big old mattress. So let me get this mattress out of the way and I'll show you how to do it. So now that my mattress is out of the way, I'm just going to open this compartment, and looking inside, you'll see this gray box. That's the water heater itself. And if you look along these pipes here, you'll see that there aren't any shutoff options, but this is what it would look like if you had one. I'll put up a little diagram, and you just want to make sure that your water heater is in bypass mode if you want to bypass your water heater for this process. And since I'm not bypassing my water heater, I just want to make sure that the gas and the power are both shut off to the water heater before I move on. And one more side note before we get started, if you've installed an inline water filtration system, you just want to remove the filter from its housing before this process so you don't damage your filter. It's time to mix the bleach-free solution into the freshwater tank. Each of these packets is designed to treat 20 gallons, so use the recommended amount for your tank size. But since my freshwater tank is only 12 gallons, I don't want to use the whole packet as it could create strong odors and require extra rinsing. So I'm going to divide this packet up and use roughly 60%. That way I ensure a safe concentration for my 12-gallon tank. And to make getting this into my tanks a little bit easier, I'm just going to fill it with water so I can pour it all in together. Now that I've made my solution more pourable, I'm going to use this funnel and tubing to get it into the freshwater tank that's on the back of my Scamp. You saw how little of liquid came with this sanitizing solution, so I don't want to lose a drop. So I'm going to use this tubing to make sure I get it directly into my freshwater tank without spilling any. And prior to pouring this in, I double checked that my freshwater tank stopcock at the bottom of the trailer was in the off position. Next, I'm going to completely fill my freshwater tank with potable water. My hose sucks. Now that I've got my freshwater tank completely filled up, the rest of this process is going to be a lot like winterizing and dewinterizing the trailer. I'm going to make sure that my battery is switched to the on position. I'm going to turn on my freshwater pump and hit the secret button to reset my sensors. My freshwater tank should read full, which it does. Then, a lot like winterizing the Scamp, I'm going to turn on my fixtures and pull some of the solution through all of my pipes. I let each of them run for a while to make sure that the water that was already in the pipe from dewinterizing ran through and enough of the solution made it into the fixture. Same thing in the bathroom. I'm just going to run some into my toilet by stepping on the pedal. Next, my shower head fixture, being sure to run the pump for the drain at the bottom of the shower so it doesn't fill with water. And you just want to make sure that you're doing the hot and cold on each fixture. Don't forget the outdoor shower if you've got one of those. And I also want to be sure that some of it gets into the city water connection where the fresh water goes into the trailer. I have to remove this filter that's in here and then press this little button in here. But with the water pump on, it's going to shoot out really crazy. So take a step back before you do this one. Now I can just turn off my water pump and let it sit in the system for 15 minutes. It's going to do its thing, but just for fun, I'm going to give it a little agitation. You could also take it for a tow if you wanted to.
Are you smiling? Yeah. Ow! Is that a... tell me something.
And while we wait 15 minutes for the sanitizer to do its thing, let's talk about this sweet Scamper Life hoodie. If you've been admiring this throughout the video, these are available on my website. I'll put a link directly to my shop in the video description. But these things are cozy. It is not cheap swag. It is an ultra soft, very fuzzy, very comfortable hoodie. So if you want one of your own, I'll put the link right below this video. Now that the sanitizer has done its thing, I'm gonna drain the freshwater tank using the low point drain underneath the back of the trailer again. It's important to properly dispose the wastewater into a designated RV dump station, a sewer cleanout, or a household sewer drain. I have a household sewer drain I can use, but it's not within distance of the Scamp, so I have to do this tediously bucket by bucket. Okay, after dumping all the solution out of the freshwater tank, I've refilled the freshwater tank with 12 gallons of potable water, and I'm just gonna run everything through the fixtures again to flush out everything in the pipes and the fixtures, just like you would when you're dewinterizing. Just like when I sanitized it, I'm gonna make sure to do the hot and cold on every single fixture. This would have been way easier to do at a campground with full hookups where I could just fill and dump everything all in one spot. But if you do it there, just please make sure not to dump any of this solution onto the ground when you empty your freshwater tank. Be sure to show up prepared with a 3-gallon bucket that'll fit underneath your freshwater tank so you can catch any of this stuff so it doesn't just go into the ground and pollute the earth. Now that I've flushed out all of my pipes and fixtures, all I need to do is empty my black tank and my gray tank. I don't want to leave that sanitizing solution sitting in my tanks because it can actually corrode the seals in the tanks. So I'm going to dump all of my tanks one more time, and that's it. I've sanitized my entire fresh water system. This process should be done at least once a year or anytime you take your RV out of storage. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave me a comment, like, subscribe, ring the bell so you know when a new video comes out, and check out my shop on my Scamper Life website. Until next time, happy scamping.